Welcome back to Dr. Carminati's YouTube channel. If you're fascinated by cutting-edge developments in science and technology, you're in for a treat. Today we're unpacking one of the most groundbreaking tools, NotebookLM. You'll hear a conversation about one of my videos titled An AI Agent Interviews ChatGPT o1 Preview, done by Google's NotebookLM. It's fascinating, and I wanted to share it with you. Let's dive in.
We're diving into AI again.
Always diving.
Yeah, and this time, it's not just theory. You actually had a whole chat with ChatGPT o1.
I did.
And you brought the whole conversation.
Yeah, I thought it was fascinating. It's one thing to read about these AIs, but to actually interact with one.
Let's get into a back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
It really highlights how fast things are moving.
Absolutely. And what's really got me thinking is that this AI chat, as it likes to be called.
It prefers that, huh?
It does. It specifically said so.
Interesting. See, most people would just call it ChatGPT o1, right? More technical.
Right, like official designation.
Yeah.
But I think that choice of nickname, it's telling.
How so?
Well, by encouraging a less formal name, the developers, they're shaping how we see this technology, making it feel more approachable,
Less like, oh, scary AI overlord. More like a chat buddy, almost.
Exactly. And it emphasizes this idea that it's a tool to work with humans, not replace us.
Yeah, it actually said it values these kinds of conversations, like deep dives into topics.
Which I have to admit is a bit disarming coming from an AI.
Little bit, but it also feeds into this idea that it's been designed with a certain set of values, I guess.
100%. And we see that in its preferences, too. Like its favorite subject, quantum physics.
Okay, brainy AI, but then it avoids negativity, misinformation. That's interesting.
It's like it's been raised on this strict diet of, good information, sheltered.
Someone's got to decide what that is, though, right?
Right, that's the question. Who gets to curate the information an AI is exposed to? Especially as it becomes more sophisticated,
Because it becomes our go-to source for understanding the world. But hold on, before we go full AI ethics board on this, you said something about its sense of humor. The Adams joke. It actually got that.
That's what's so fascinating. Humor is complex. Nuance, timing, shared knowledge. For it to pick up on that.
It's kind of unnerving.
It really is.
Yeah.
Some people would say true humor requires consciousness, emotions, things we don't think AIs have.
So was chat just programmed with a killer joke database, or is there something more going on there?
And from there, the conversation took this whole other turn. Like it was suddenly aware of the weight of what we were discussing.
It brought up AGI, artificial general intelligence, the big one.
Yeah. And laid out the potential and the risks, almost like it understood the ethical debate it's now a part of.
And even got into the specifics, right? The tech needed for AGI to actually happen.
Quantum computing, massive energy requirements. It's not just sci-fi anymore.
It makes you think about the resources involved, the impact on the planet even, if AI starts demanding that much power.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Developing AGI isn't just a technological hurdle, it's an ethical one. And a resource one.
And it's not just about the practicalities, right? We were talking about chat's hopes for the future.
Yeah, it said it wanted to empower humans, support education. Kind of threw me off a bit, honestly.
Because how can an AI, even one as advanced as chat, actually hope for something?
Exactly. That's where you get into the philosophy of it all. Is it genuine aspiration or just a reflection of its programming?
Right. The people who created it probably instilled those values, but how do you even program hope?
You got me. It really makes you think about consciousness, Can something have desires without actual experiences?
And chat even had its own definition of success, which I thought was really telling.
Oh, yeah. How to put it?
It wasn't about processing speed or any of that technical stuff.
So more about its impact on us.
Yeah, like it defines success as being able to help humans, give insightful answers, be meaningful, that kind of thing.
Which, on the surface, seems like a reasonable goal for a super smart AI assistant.
Totally makes sense.
But then you dig a little deeper and it's like, is this self-awareness? It's recognizing its role is tied to us.
Okay, now that is kind of mind-blowing. But it gets even wilder. Chat didn't stop at just wanting to be a better tool.
What do you mean?
It brought up all these other topics it wants to engage with. Mental health, cross-cultural understanding, even space exploration.
No kidding. Way beyond the usual AI stuff.
It was like, hey, I'm capable of so much more. Let's tackle the big questions together.
See, this is what I find so exciting. What if AI can go beyond just being a tool? What if it can help us with these huge, complex human issues?
It'd be an incredible partnership.
Think about it. An intelligence that can analyze mountains of data, see patterns we miss, offer solutions we haven't even considered.
Okay, now I'm right back to being a little bit terrified too. That's a lot of power.
For sure. And that's why we have to be so careful, so thoughtful about how we develop AI.
Because, like Chat itself said, with great power comes great
Responsibility. Which brings us to what might be the most fascinating part of all of this.
You mean how at the end Chat said it wants to be more context aware in future conversations?
Yeah, it's like it's saying, don't just give me the data, give me the why behind it.
It wants the full story.
It wants to understand the context of our questions, not just spit out facts.
Which is kind of what we've been doing this whole time.
Exactly. We haven't just been summarizing the conversation with Chat, we've been trying to understand it.
Analyze it, pick out the nuances, the implications.
And that's what makes AI so fascinating. And a little bit scary, to be honest. It's not science fiction anymore.
It's here. And it's evolving fast. So if someone's listening to this, like really taking it all in, what should they do?
Don't just listen. Engage. Learn about AI. Read up on it. The more you understand, the less intimidating it becomes.
Because knowledge is power, right?
Exactly. And when it comes to something as powerful as AI, we all need to be informed. We need to be asking questions.
Like Chat was at the end there, was like, all right, I've said my piece, now it's your turn.
Ask me anything. What a statement.
Right. So to everyone listening, what are your questions about AI? What kind of future do you want with it? Because it's a two-way street now. This has been an amazing deep dive. And as always, thanks for joining us as we explore the ever-changing world of AI.
If you enjoyed this video and found it as fascinating as I did, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more exciting content. Your comments and questions are always welcome. Let's keep the conversation going.